Hey guys, it's the Melon Man here, and I am just kind of introducing some of my new things that I'm doing this fall. I'm going to be adding a couple of aspects to my fitness and wellness program it's going to allow me to interact with my clients a little bit more. And one of the things that I want to do with everyone that's in my new body transformation competition is I want to go for a trip to the grocery store. Let's get some, real items. Let's choose some items. Let's make some selections. Let's make some different selections. Let's bring it back here to my place. Let's create some nice raw food vegan lunch, a four-course meal. Let's do some smoothies. Let's do some fruits. Let's do some vegetables. Let's make some salads. Let me show you how to do it and show you about the amount and the choices to make and how to put it together really well and really, really quick. That's one of the things I'm doing this fall, is having an opportunity to do that. Getting out with my customers for a little bit of walking, hiking, or biking, spending some time doing some yoga, working on some meditation. All of these things I'm adding to the program this fall. And here I am today, just giving you an example of some of the things that I do that may be a little bit different than you. And hey, that's what it's about, right? It's about doing things a little bit differently than we do right now if we want to get something different. And so what I'm doing right now is just creating myself a little homemade tea. Listen, all the time, I won't even really eat that much. I'll just have tea and honey. That's all I'll have. It's just really light, leaving my digestion really, really light. And that frees up a lot of energy in my body and life and time. Okay? And it really actually helps with your sleep. I mean, the less food you're eating and digesting, the less sleep you need. So all I'm doing here is just cutting up the ginger root, right? Pure ginger. That's it, right? I'm just cutting that up, cutting up a root like that, and I'll just slice it, and I'll cut it up, and I'll just throw this root inside the water. I'll just boil it for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I'll let that boil. Right? And I can work on some other things here in the kitchen while that's boiling, right? I can work on some other things while it's getting ready. I'd like to also cut up some melons for you today. I think people maybe don't know how to cut up melons, how to eat melons, right? Hey, I'm the melon man, so I better show you guys how to cut up your melons. Right? All things like this, of this nature. There's a lot of things that I think if we could just get together for an afternoon and spend a couple of hours in the kitchen, that I could help you with your preparation, and I could help you make your transition into your nutritional health fun and exciting. Because listen, I tell you, I don't eat that much anymore. But I have eaten a lot in my past, and I couldn't be more happy about my food than I've ever been in my entire life. I've never been so happy about my nutrition. Like I'm not starving ever, and I'm never like wanting something that I can't have. Like it doesn't happen anymore, and that can happen, right? Like really, I mean, if you want to talk about losing your weight and keeping it off for the rest of your life, if that's what you really want to do, I mean, you want to lose it and you don't want it to come back on, right? Who wants to lose the weight and gain it back again? Nobody does. So if you want to lose the weight and keep it off for good this time, then you're gonna have to learn how to live this way. Like you're living on less. And so in order for you to live on less, you've got to be happy and content with that, or you won't be able to stay with it. You got to be able to love it. So you got to learn how to be happy with less. And that can happen. That can happen. You can tap in to a lot of happiness and joy that's hidden within you because you're trapped in some stuff inside of your head. It's keeping you trapped. All right, so listen. I'm just cutting up some turmeric now. Same thing. Slicing up the turmeric, right? Ginger, great for the digestion. Great for the digestion. Great for anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammation. I want to reduce the inflammatory response going on inside of my body. We all do, right? Inflammation is at the source, at the root source, one of the major causes of pain, illness, disease, body fat. Body fat is just a symptom of pain, illness, sickness, disease. It's all linked. It's all the inflammatory response, just going up further and further. Some people gain weight, right? Most people gain weight first. Some people don't. Some people stay skinny their whole lives, but they're getting inflammatory response in a different way. So if they're not gaining weight, right, then they're probably what's going on is their intestinal villi is so congested and constipated that their body's not absorbing. They're not getting nutrients. So these people are dying of lack of nutrients. That's why they're so slim. They're not gaining weight, but they're still getting sick. So they'll break down in a different way, right? They'll start demonstrating disease in a different way. Their body will break down in a different way. They're not gaining weight, but it may show up as maybe a change in their mood, a change in their sleep, a change in their digestion, an autoimmune disease, something else. It'll start to manifest itself in different ways. It can in weight, but it can manifest itself in all sorts of other ways. Okay? All disease, all sickness is coming from one source, one root. The inflammatory response and the mucus associated with that inside of the body. Something toxic is inside of the body, or toxicity is climbing to a place inside of the body can't manage it anymore. So I'm just throwing in some herbal teas now. Hibiscus. I'm throwing in some hibiscus tea. I'm grabbing that for the first time this afternoon. I'm throwing some of that in. Okay, that's a new one, right? Just some herbal teas. I'm adding to my ginger and my turmeric. Throwing in some fennel. I've done that before. Okay. Throwing that in, right? I am not going to throw in any green tea at this time of the afternoon for me, or I won't sleep. I'm just going to put some peppermint in there, though. Right, I'm going to put some peppermint in there. And what else have I got here? Chamomile, absolute. I'm going to throw some chamomile in there. Love that. Such a relaxant for the body. Hey, everyone's got a lot of stress in their lives. We all need to learn how to manage. And these are herbal things that we can do that can help us. And you know, why not put things into your body that are going to be an assistant to you, rather than putting things in your body and life that are not assisting you. Don't we all do that? Yeah, it's called negative behaviors, negative thoughts, shadow energy, bad habits. Yeah, we all got them, right? We got to get rid of them. All right, so hey, there's my tea. It's cooking. I want to cook that for like 10-15 minutes minimum, and I'll just chase it with some apple cider and some honey. And that's a great afternoon snack for me. I love that. I love it. And if I don't want to eat some often, I'll just have my tea and that's it. But today, I do want to show you guys how the Melon Man, I used to eat a lot of melon. That's why I call myself the Melon Man. I went 90 days on melons, 2 melons a day, 90 days. So listen, I'm a melon champion. This is how I like to eat my melons. Okay, one, I like to just give it a good cut lengthways, right? Cut my melon lengthways, right? 2 parts, 2 bits to your melon, right? You got all the seeds and gooey bits inside there. So
I want to try and clear that out, right? Clear some of that out. There it is. Just clearing that out of there. Simple, right? And I'll tell you, there's two ways that I basically like to eat my melon. Basically two ways that I like to. I know a lot of people do like to chop it up into little bits, and I do that. Two ways that I like to eat my melon. One thing that I like to do, and that really depends on how fresh the melon is and how ripe it is. Now, this one looks pretty good, but sometimes they're like super ripe. Yeah, this is pretty good. If they are super ripe, they're kind of soft in there, and you can just spoon it out like that. I love it when my melon's that ripe. Ah, my favorite. Cold melon from the fridge, cut it in half, take the seeds out, eat it just like that. Gonna love that. Gonna enjoy that. Okay? I want to show you the other way that I like to cut and eat my melon. Delicious. I'm gonna eat this melon that way on the other side, but I want you to see this. Here's the other way I like to cut and eat my melon. I'll just cut it in again this way, right? Quarterly. And then I'll cut it again. Right? Should have done that on my board, right? Then I'll just slice it like this. And then I'll just eat it like that. Now, if it's not as ripe, if it's a little bit harder, and you got to bite into it a little bit more, this way is a little easier, and you don't have to dig with the spoon really, really hard. So, my first choice, slice it in half, take the seeds out, eat it with a spoon. If it's ripe, right? And if it's not quite ready for that, then it's not as ripe. I'm going to cut it in quarters, eat it like that. Oh, my tea's boiling. My tea's turn that down. I'll let that turn and boil. I'm going to eat my, and then I'm going to have a couple glasses of tea, and I'm going to see clients all afternoon. I'll be seeing you guys all afternoon. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to getting together with you for a trip to the grocery store and creating some lunch and getting together for some lunch. That's all part of the program. So let's just reach out to me and we'll arrange our scheduled time, okay, to do that. Talk to you soon.